I just discovered something that made my blood boil. During the 20-plus years I was locked up, some scumbag in the crew had the nerve to lay his hands on my only daughter. The moment I heard this, I didn't hesitate. I stormed straight to the hospital to confront Pete, our bedridden boss, demanding answers. I calmly laid out the facts at first, then suddenly exploded. Looking into Pete's confused, innocent eyes, I realized he knew nothing about it. Now, I could unleash all my rage on that piece of trash without holding back. Those bastards were still playing poker, completely oblivious. I burst through the door and planted my fist in that animal's face. I grabbed him by the throat and pressed his face against the red-hot grill until his screams faded to whimpers. But that wasn't enough. I ripped off a water pipe, wrapped it around his neck, and dragged him to the center of the room, under everyone's terrified gaze. As a father, I didn't hesitate for a second. I knew that doing this in front of so many crew members would bring retaliation, but I also knew they'd come after me, not Tina. After calling her, I immediately headed back to Tulsa, ready for whatever trouble was coming. But I miscalculated. That bastard Chicky had the audacity to tell Pete he wanted to take out both me and Tina. Pete flew into a rage, called Chicky in for a tongue lashing, and even compared him to me, berating him for his incompetence.
His fucking daughter! What did his daughter do? Nico, that fucking cocksucker! I skinned him alive.
But how much more disrespect are we gonna take? This fucking Dwight?
Dwight. Worry about yourself! If you were half the man he was, this would have never happened. Why didn't he treat you like this? Huh?
Pete had no idea what consequences those words would bring. The next day, Pete called in my old friend Goody to go to Tulsa and assess the situation. But that very night, everything went sideways. Chicky, still seething from his father's humiliation earlier that day, strangled Pete with his own hands. Free from his father's restraints, he was determined to wage all-out war against me. His first move was to send Tina a message. Her husband had just stepped out of the garage when Chicky ambushed him. This punk had none of his father's honor. Beat my son-in-law senseless, broke his arm, and kicked him unconscious before leaving. The next day, Tina called me in Tulsa, furious. At first, I thought it was just a random mugging, but nothing was stolen from his wallet. I immediately sensed something was off. Sure enough, a day later when Goody arrived in Tulsa, he told me Pete had died of a heart attack. That's when it all clicked. The one who attacked my son-in-law